how's it going? My name's Nico, I go by COINTrick and cointricktwitch online. If you want to see more videos like this one, please remember to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload another one of these videos. Woo, hey, how's it going? My name's Nico, I go by COINTrick and cointricktwitch online. Remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified anytime I post more videos like this one. And today I'm showing you guys how to make and master the last word in many of its varied forms. We're doing a 3-part series for a bunch of different kinds of classic cocktails. We've done old fashions, Manhattans, daiquiris, margaritas already. Now we're covering the last word as a whole family of cocktails. We've already done parts 1 and 2. In part 1, we show you how to make and master the last word in its classic recipe. Part 2, I teach you guys what similar ingredients you can use and what similar classics are in that same family that you can make with those ingredients. This is part 3. Now, we're gonna get weird and I'm gonna teach you how to make a signature cocktail in this same style as the last word in this same cocktail family. And after that, I'm gonna teach you guys some advanced techniques that you can use to make your drink stand out from everyone else's. So how do you begin making a variation on a cocktail, right? How do you start to really craft your own signature cocktail when it's a version of a cocktail that already exists? Well, one of the obvious things that you can do is you can replace your liquor. In the previous video, we mentioned things like mezcal, rye, bourbon. Here, you can get kind of wild. Whatever liquor you already enjoy, if it's Blanco tequila, Reposado tequila, vodka, flavored vodka, you can use nearly anything. You can also use flavored liquors. So I think what I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use a flavored gin. I'm gonna use this blackberry and raspberry flavored gin as the base of this new cocktail. The second thing that you can do is you can replace the sweetener in your cocktail. So normally in the last word, your sweet component or your sweetest component is gonna be your maraschino liqueur. But a common substitution would be using a sweet orange liqueur. So in this case, we're gonna be using dry curacao. The third thing, and maybe the hardest thing to do with the last word specifically, is replacing that bitter or spiced component, replacing the green chartreuse. But I have an idea. I want to use an elderberry liqueur that I have from Butterfly Spirits. So I'm going to be using this in place of my green chartreuse. And last but not least is replacing your sour component or replacing your acid. Normally you would use lime in the last word. I'm going to use lemon in this one specifically. Let's get started. Same build, equal parts everything. Everything's going to be 3/4 ounce. 3/4 ounce. And then the fun part, getting 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. All right. Put it all together, snap it shut, spin it around, crack it open. Ooh, look at that. I love the color of this drink. Look at that. It almost looks like an ideal, like, cosmopolitan. Oh, wow. There's like almost a note of like a candy sweetness. The elderberry liqueur from Butterfly Spirits actually fully shines through on this cocktail. I don't know if there's anything that I would change other than I kind of want to see what would happen if we made this with lime juice instead. Now that you've made a signature cocktail, how do you really make your drink stand apart from all of the other drinks that are out there? The first and the easiest thing that you can do is going to be to change the garnish, really zhuzh it up somehow. So take your peel, wheel, wedge, whatever you want to garnish your drink with and do something interesting with it. That's something easy to do. It can be a little bit time consuming when you need to really crank these drinks out. The second thing you can do is you can do different kinds of infusions. Take your liquor, like your base liquor, infuse it with some kind of flavor. In this case, I probably could have made this with a regular gin and a blackberry raspberry syrup. The last thing that I'm going to recommend is not entirely safe, which makes it the most fun in my opinion. Quick disclaimer, do not do as I do. Please make sure that you're being safe at home. So you guys might remember in the last video, part 2 for the last word, We made a Corpse Survivor number 2, and one of the main things about the Corpse Survivor that sets it apart from the last word predominantly is that it has a 5th ingredient on top of these base 4. It has a spritz of absinthe. So I'm gonna see what happens if we add that. That's not the trick though. That's coming. Here's my absinthe in this little spray bottle. Give it 2 sprays because I need a lot of absinthe in there to get this part to work. Next, get a torch. Make sure it works. Light your absinthe on fire. It is definitely on fire in there. And then you're gonna put it out with the drink. Now, what that does, 1, lighting anything on fire is gonna grab everyone's attention. But 2, chemically what it does is it does caramelize some of the sugars inside of the absinthe, which alters the flavor just a little bit, but this really is about pizzazz. It's just about getting everyone's attention, making your drink stand out. Yeah, just like the Corpse Survivor number 2, I get a lot more of that curacao coming out, a lot more of that orange flavor. So, in conclusion, if you're trying to learn how to make a drink, right? Or if you're trying to start a bar or a collection or learn mixology at home, step 1, find a classic cocktail that you know you already enjoy, or maybe just one that you're really interested in if you don't know what you like yet. Then, learn how to adjust that. Step 2 is gonna be finding other cocktails that are in that same family, in that same style, and starting to branch out into those other similar ingredients. Step 3, get weird once you've finished steps 1 and 2, make your own signature cocktail in that original style. And then, use those advanced techniques at home and at work to make sure that your drink really does stand out. Thanks for sticking around. Thank you for all of your help and support. Hopefully I've been helpful and supportive for you all as well. If you learned anything during this video, please like and subscribe and comment what drinks you want to learn how to make at home, and I'll see you all in the next video.